Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more.
Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about Ice Spice and just a passing thought that I had about her. So if you're interested in her, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever, I feel like getting into for real, go ahead and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Okay, so I was just thinking about Miss Ice Spice or whatever. Not too much going on with her right now. She's not on tour anymore, I don't think. She's just doing a couple little shows. She apparently got booed off the stage. I made a video talking about that the other day. And she got her mic cut because she showed up late and all that stuff. So there's that happening, which isn't a positive way to go into 2025 at all. But I was just thinking about her and I was just like, you know what? Another reason why I feel like Ice Spice is not doing so well right now and she might be having a hard time recovering is because her target audience was clearly just men. The male gaze, for the most part. And I love Ice Spice in terms of like, I loved, when she was thicker. I like thicker women. I just prefer that. And, her shaking it and doing all that stuff didn't bother me. I was like, oh, more power to you. Or any of the female rappers, honestly, who do it. I was just like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? But outside of myself, who will look at a fat behind if I see it. Ice Spice's image and her brand and her identity was generally catered towards the male gaze. That is her entire audience. Her entire audience was catering towards men and the validation of men and men looking at her and praising her. All the male like Instagram rap pages constantly just posting her to gawk at her. Not about her music, but she was pushed for men. And if she's a musician, it's like cool, but if you're making music and you're a female rapper, you want to make music that's resonating with both men and women, and primarily women, honestly, because that is the main audience or consumer of female rap. A lot of us women, you know what I'm saying, are listening to female rap more than men are. I mean, not to say that there's no men, because Nicki Minaj's fan base is filled with both men and women who listen to her, but it's like mostly women or gay men, usually. Not to say straight men aren't listening to Nicki. I'm not saying that she's a good rapper. She's hard, but it's like a specific demographic. And female rap is like women and gay men usually. So it's like but your image and your gaze this whole time has been towards straight men. Just being half naked for them, dancing for them, doing all this stuff, just being extra, like making that her entire brand and image, just shaking her butt, turning around, bending over, and putting her hand in between her cat and her crack. Like, I feel like the problem has been like outside of her being pretty, there's not really anything that women listening to her can resonate with, like as far as what she's talking about. So it's like outside of the fact that, she's a pretty girl, what are women looking to Ice Spice for when it comes to her music or when it comes to her image? I mean, there's only so much that we're going to get out of how she looks. That clearly isn't for us. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about a straight woman, it clearly isn't for us. It's for men. Like, it's for men. And a lot of female rappers do, dress a certain way or shake their behinds or da da da. Yes, a lot of them do, but Ice Spice's was just taken to a completely different level to where we're like, dang, this is very extreme. You know what I'm saying? And this is very overt and this is feels very purposeful. And it's like, okay, girl, you're being marketed to men. Your image is being marketed to men, but men aren't listening to your music. Straight men are not just listening to Ice Spice's music. They might put on a music video of her to look at her. You know what I'm saying? They might stream a song on YouTube just to see her in the video and what she's doing and how she looks like, of course. Or they might follow her on Instagram just to see her post, little clips or videos of her previewing music. And if she makes a video that's attached to it, then yeah, they're going to follow her so that they can look at her. But to make your target audience or, the people who are following you and paying attention to you the most, people who you aren't even expecting to listen to your music is crazy. Like making yourself set up for the male gaze, knowing that most straight men or who are watching Ice Spice aren't finna stream her and on a serious level doesn't make any sense. Like, why make your whole brand kind of catering towards like being appealing to men and shaking your behind and being half naked? That's really drawing in more men than it is like straight women's attention. I mean, yes, some straight women's attention, but mostly men. And these same men are not going to be participating in streaming your music unless they know you're going to be in a music video where you're going to be half naked. Then you might get a couple of streams or views or whatever on YouTube as a result. But it's just like when she was having her image created and she was getting ready to go mainstream, they're like, okay, this is what we want you to do. We're going to have this and this, you're going to be this and this and do this. I would be like, is this really gonna be the ultimate goal of what's gonna get me to be successful? I mean, short term, yeah, I guess it did work for her to be successful. She got the attention, she got the accolades, she got the posts, she got the mentions and the industry behind her at a certain point. But then when you kind of look back and kind of break down what her image is and what she was supposed to be, it's like it was bound to kind of fall apart because it was hollow. Like there was no substance behind any of it, and it just was for purely for male satisfaction. And it's like it gets me thinking, like, who are the people who are behind how her image is supposed to go? Because all these images with these celebrities, these, whether it's female rappers, pop stars, mainstream, whatever, their images and how we see them is curated. It's pre-thought of, it's predetermined in a way of like, okay, what's going to get the most attention, the most press, be the most popular. It's all pre-done. None of this is organic in terms of like, oh, this is how I'm going to be. Da, da, da. No, it's for a specific purpose to see what gets the most attention and what gets the most pull. So there's people in a boardroom who are coming up with how these people are supposed to be. And it's like, there's no way that this was like the long term idea for success, her brand, without any substance in the music category, to where we'll have women and young girls coming back and being inspired from her outside of how she looks. Building a brand catering towards the male gaze without any substance is kind of like, it's hollow. There's nothing to it. If you're gonna do that, at least have music out that has a little bit more substance so it balances it out. For example, some people say that Sabrina Carpenter is like just like, oh, she's just always half naked and she's always talking about sex and da, da, but she has music with substance in it. Like she's actually talking about stuff in her songs. Some, not every single song. Some songs are just more salacious or more fun. But if you go throughout her discography and if you listen to actually her album, she's talking about actual relationship problems, relationship stuff, life stuff. Sabrina Carpenter has a certain image, yes, of which somebody might be like, oh, well, she's kind of like catering or like male centric. Some people might, assume that or say that. But her music has actual value though. Like that's the difference. Like, and she's been making music for years too. And you can go back throughout her whole discography and actually be like, oh, she was making bops. You know what I'm saying? Bops and actually music that had a, you had a reason to go back to it or re-listen to her albums. You know what I'm saying? So Ice Spice is missing that. Um Her whole brand or image is hollow and catering to men, straight men who aren't gonna really be there for you at the end of the day. You're gonna come and go like a passing fad, and they're gonna be on to the next hot girl to look at and to gawk over. So that's why I was saying a couple of videos ago when I was talking about Ice Spice that she needs a complete rebrand. She can't make her image purely for the male gaze anymore. She can't make music with zero substance. She has to improve rather her rapping skills and ability. She has to completely change up everything in order to, she has to show the audience or show the general public that she has value as an artist in order to save herself. She has to show the people that she actually is valuable. She has shown us at this point that she's pretty and that she's thick and that she can do a little 1 2 gra whatever. She's already proven to everybody that she's attractive. She doesn't have to prove that anymore. Now at this point, she has to prove that she is valuable as an artist to remain here and to remain getting everyone's attention. And I don't know if she's going to be able to do that, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. But I was just thinking about that. I was just like, yeah, she was just like created and crafted by male for male. Like as much as I love her and as much as I'm like she's a very cute girl and she's always been attractive to me, I'm just like it's hard not to see for what for what it is. But anyway, I love you guys so much, and that's really it for this one. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.